E for One podcast. Listen, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun with this vid right here. So make sure you do. Let's just get this out the way. I'm Anthony AP, but make sure you like this video. And if you don't like the video, still go ahead and comment because I want to read all the comments because I think this is a hilarious subject. And but most importantly, subscribe to the channel for real, for real. Thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers currently and all my potential future subscribers. Listen, I'm going to just be upfront. I like Drake. I really do. Even though I'm not a Drake fan by far, I can appreciate when he's in his bag, when Drake is in his, when he's in his lyrical hip hop bag and he be dropping lines that do be clever and do be dope as hell. So usually when Drake drops an album, but besides this album, this new album, Where My Dog's At, for all my dogs, for all my dogs, part 2 featuring DMX, Where My Dog's At. Usually I'm good for at least definite one track, maybe 2 tracks off of Drake's album when he's in his lyrical bag. But this album straight up just didn't have that. This album was literally weak AF. This was a soft ass album. The J. Cole track was nice. J. Cole lit it up. Of course, J. Cole, eviscerated Drake on his own album, his own song. Drake, got outshined by J. Cole. But one of the things that I don't like, and you've seen it, you've heard it, how Drake went on this IG rant at Joe Budden for basically saying that, Joe Budden on his podcast got under Drake's skin. Joe Budden got Drake to come out his panties and get naked and feel a certain way because Joe said he didn't like this album. He wants Drake to be a more mature Drake and come out with mature hip hop because the guy is going on 40 years old. So it's time to, get out of that demographic you in. My whole thing is make music for who you want to make music for, but we're never going to get that Drake. This is Drake's what? 10th, 11th, 12th album or something like that. When have we gotten a straight up hip hop album from Drake? Would I love to see a hip hop album by Drake fully produced by dope producers like Conductor, we have a problem. Conductor produced the 8 a.m. in Charlotte track, which, Conductor is a very dope hip hop producer. But I don't think we're not going to get that. Drake hasn't been like that Drake hasn't gave the dudes like me that look for lyricism, a full album of dopeness since his career started. So why would he come out with an album like that now? He has a certain target, which is the ladies. He has a certain demographic, which is the kids in their 20s. And that's what he gonna roll and that's what he gonna ride with. And that's cool. I understand that. I don't have a problem with that. My whole thing with Drake is, and this is the main reason why I wanted to make this video, and I'm not taking Joe Budden's side either because it is what it is. Joe Budden's, in my opinion, had a successful hip hop rap career as an MC, and he has an afterlife, a very successful job as a podcaster now, getting paid very, very well for it. So let's not shit on Joe Budden just because he doesn't fly in private planes and he maybe sometimes flies in first class, like Drake said on that IG rant. Joe Budden is doing his thing. Salute to Joe Budden, for real, for real. Anybody trying to look down on somebody that's big in the podcast game, that's just being ignorant. That's just being a fool, so anybody that's making an honest living, you can't look down on them, period. So I don't know how to take Drake's post when he was trying to shit on Joe Budden's for what he's doing right now. That was just totally silly and ignorant. But my whole thing about Drake and that I don't like is he picks and chooses his spots and his battles of who he wants to come at. The weaker person like Charlemagne the God or Kanye West or somebody like Joe Budden who was out of the hip hop game and will never release another hip hop track or diss track ever, but you picking and choosing your battles. But when guys like Pusha T come at you, you really want to play hesitant about responding. I just don't like that. And another thing, and my final point, is that I do not like how hip hop's older statesmen, old heads like Birdman and Jay Prince, always try to run and come at the defense of Drake. Like he really needs somebody to have his back and jump into his beefs in defense of him. Jay Prince did that with the whole Kanye West thing. Birdman did it yesterday, depending on when you watch and listen to this vid. Birdman did it yesterday, trying to defend Drake against Joe Budden's own opinions about why he didn't like an album. Since when is it not cool? Since when can you not have an opinion on whether you think an album is good or if it's trash? Seriously, Birdman posted something like, "You not ready for this gangster." Nick, come on, bro. Act your age, motherfucker. Come on. You old as hell. You in your 50s. You an old head. Act your age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're an elder statesman in hip hop. So is Jay Prince. But sometimes they just need to respectfully sit their ass down. For real, for real. Both of y'all, Jay Prince and Birdman, let Drake fight his own battles on his own. This man is almost 40 years old. He's 37. But that's that light skin privilege. You have to defend the boy because they figure he can't fight his own battles. I don't know. That's that weird shit. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Shout out to 3-Letter Man too and his PSA Reloaded. He did a real good detective style breakdown about this whole Joe Budden's Drake issue. Had to shout him out because I listened to him yesterday and his podcast, his YouTube channel is really, really dope and great insight too if you haven't already checked and subscribed to him. But anyway, this is the Evil One Podcast. Until next time, I will check y'all later. Peace.